Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters, sisters and brothers. It's your brother Kevin Muhammad on the West Coast, bringing you that resurrected nation of Islam, brothers and sisters. That resurrected nation of Islam. And you know from previous videos that resurrected meaning brought back from the dead. Brought back from the dead, brothers and sisters. The resurrected nation of Islam is bringing you fulfillment, the fulfillment of the Levites, brothers and sisters, bringing you that fulfillment of the Levites. And how are we bringing that fulfillment? The fellow brothers and sisters of the resurrected nation of Islam under the title of the Watchmen and the Warrior Queens. We're bringing you the end of our end, the end of our 400 years, sir, journey in the North American wilderness, brothers and sisters. We're at the end of that 400 years, so we're giving you and bringing you the message that you need to be hearing at that end, so you can know and prepare on what to do and what uh, where to be in order to uh, get back to your reward, to get to your birthright, and the final is to get your promised land. But before we can get all of that, brothers and sisters, we have to have the messenger of the covenant. And as you know, the messenger of the covenant who lifted those seven seals of the 22 chapters of the book of Revelation has brought us the Injil, brothers and sisters, the key to unlock us from our 400-year enemy, to unlock us, brothers and sisters, to separate us, to do it. The Injil is an internal look from the hindsight and then bring us up to the foresight. So, in order to get through this process, brothers and sisters, is an operation that has to take place. They've been playing on our empathy, brothers and sisters, on our love. So we've been caught up in a emotional connect connection to our enemy. Emotional connection. We are in the gravitational vortex. We're connected from our emotional. He plays on our emotional deal, brothers and sisters, on our emotional uh, self, if I can allow to say that. The emotional self, we are guided by emotions. You know what I'm saying? But what Master Suleiman has given to us is a separation from the emotional side to get into the intellectual side, to get into the mind, brothers and sisters, because the greater love is the mind. The greater love is the mind. You know, it's like when your mother and father back in the days, they never told you really that they love you. They never told you that, but the things that they did for us, for you, showed the concept of love. You know what I'm saying? It showed love, brothers and sisters. So right now we're ready to go to war. That's why we got waralert.org, brothers and sisters. WARALERT.org. That's waralert.org, brothers and sisters. It's hard to break away from the gravitational vortex of our enemy when 400 years we are, in a sense, in love with America. We in love with, oh, I got a big house. We in love with that house. We in love with the job that accumulated the money to buy that house. We in love with the so-called food of our enemy. Yes, sir, brothers and sisters. And most of us has fallen in love with the enemy and are marrying, men are marrying them cave dwellers, and females are marrying the devil himself. That's what a cave dweller, that's what the Chaldean is. He's a devil. He's a made man. And he was made because we was going through energy deprivation. So we had to make someone to sustain our planet and our civilization. So we had to make a man that needed less energy. So that's that Chaldean, brothers and sisters. That's that white boy. But what the Chaldean has done to make us and to keep us in love with him and playing on our emotional side, our empathy, the love for them, that he has created a spy for us, brothers and sisters, a spy, a black faced white boy, a black faced white boy, which is labeled under a demon. And that black faced white boy came into existence when that devil, that white boy, went into that black woman. And it used to be a rape, brothers and sisters. During the 400 years, we were like the animals of the of his. If he brought sheep, cow, pigs, whatever he brought, he also purchased us, and we were that uh, under him. Even though we were human, they labeled us three fifths of a man, three fifths of a woman, and they drained our knowledge out of us. Other words, they drained from our hard drive, our mind, the knowledge that we had prior to coming into the North American wilderness, that we learned from our mothers and fathers and our uncles and cousins and those who we were around with back in our native land. Wasn't a whole lot of a bunch of Chaldeans. It was us. So therefore, we got raised by our mothers and fathers. But once we got into the North American wilderness, brothers and sisters, we were put in prison. So when the mother and father had a baby, we didn't get to stay with that baby. They took us out, and we was in another cell, brothers and sisters. So we was raised without the knowledge of self. And then what they downloaded into our hard drive, they downloaded software. They downloaded what they told us that we should know and what we should do and what it's almost like the Hollywood version of the movie Frankenstein, because we had knowledge and we had everything we needed when we got here. We was thinking on a God level, brothers and sisters. So once they put us in prison and denied us knowledge and wisdom, denied us to our mothers and fathers' tongue, denied us of being around our father to learn to not fear, but none fear. We feared nothing, brothers and sisters. But once after we got out of prison, we didn't have our mother and father's tongue. We didn't have nothing but our enemy, and our enemy tortured us and installed fear in us. Therefore, we were downloaded a new software into our hard drive, brothers and sisters. And that new software, after now 400 years, has became a part of us. Even though it's not beneficial to us. It's just like if you had a Android phone and you try to implement the software from a iPhone, it might work, brothers and sisters. You might be able to get a few calls out, but it ain't gonna do like the higher iPhone uh, input or software, it's not going to do the same. And that's the position we are in, brothers and sisters. We uh, are in the position that we can't or we don't want to receive. We don't want to receive our new revelations. We don't want to receive the reset after our 400 years. We still in love with a 2,000 year old dead man or a 15,000 year Prophet Muhammad. Them things came about, brothers and sisters. Those were examples of what will be after our 400 years of journey in the North American wilderness, dealing with the Abraham covenant, the God that made a covenant with Abraham and his seed. Abraham and his seed, brothers and sisters. See, so the new software that we must download is the Injil. So you have uh, myself and the fellow Injil, fellow watchmen and warrior queens speaking to you about that Injil, trying to lead you to the high priest so that you can download that new software, brothers and sisters, and that you can stand up before your people and that you can start pushing that Injil, that new software, that and so we can accept that new download, brothers and sisters. You know, your Android phone is talking about an update every so many months. It's talking about update. It needs to be updated to catch up with the rest of the world, to catch up with the rest of the technology. Well, brothers and sisters, that's the great reset for us. We need to update. We need a new knowledge, a new understanding. I know you thinking that that old way is still good for you, and you hanging on that to dear life, brothers and sisters. And we already know that you're not going to accept the Injil until that great and dreadful day, until that shock of the hour, until that abomination and desolation take place. And this Injil, these lectures, is going to be in your it's going to be in your software, but you running on the old software. But it's going to be in your memory. The Injil is in your memory. That vision of the Injil, that reward, that vision of your birthright, that vision of your promised land is stuck way back into your memory because we keep coming before you, brothers and sisters, with these lectures and pushing this lecture, this Injil into your mind, regardless if you rejecting it or not, brother. It's locked into your memory. It's locked into your memory, brothers and sisters. But we want to give you more. We just students, brothers and sisters. We're just shorties in the field, trying to give you that Injil, trying to give you that understanding of the Injil key. But the real individual, the high priest, Master Suleiman, have 30 odd years in. 30 odd years, brother, into the Injil, into the lifting of those seven seals in the book of Revelation, lifting of those seals in the book of Daniel, and then revealing everything that's in the Bible from the front to the back, that we may understand it and that we may download it, and then we can prepare to go home because we'll have that mathematical thinking, that intellectual thinking, brother, and we will no longer be caught up in the emotional heart deal. Brothers and sisters, we come before you as a warner and a reminder, a warner that the time of the 400 years is over and done, and the captivity that we've been captured under the cave dweller, the Chaldean, that white boy, is over. It's over, brothers and sisters. So we're warning you that it's the time of the reset, to reset that mind, to pull out that software that's been implemented for the last 400 years and reset and give you the new thinking, the thinking of the gods, brothers and sisters. That's mathematical thinking, and to remind you of the way that what Elijah was telling you about, reminding you about that supreme wisdom and that the actual facts, basically telling you about the size of our planet, the water, the ocean, the land, the oceans, the rivers. That is the actual facts. And then the supreme wisdom got a little bit deeper, brothers and sisters. And that got us to shake that white boy and do for self. But now that we've been under a legion, Louis Eugene Graham, he done flipped the Levites, brothers and sisters, and got the NOI flipped around. That's why now it's called, under the word legion, Legion, it's called ION, icon. How do you pronounce that? That's what happened to you, brothers. And most of you, since Farrakhan is a demon, he attracts demons. So the most of the people in the Nation of Islam today are demons. They're not talking about what we're reminding you about, Elijah Muhammad, Master Fraud Muhammad, who came 91, 93 years ago now to tell us that it's a great separation coming about, a great reset, brothers and sisters. The great separation is basically saying it's time to reset. We ain't gonna be here in this land that we was gonna be sojourning in. And as my young brother say, the sojourning, when you look up the word, it means temporarily. Our temporary stay is over, brothers and sisters. What will we do? What can we do, brothers? First thing we can do is download waralert.org, brothers and sisters. If we download waralert.org, we'll start pushing out that old shizneck, that old way of the Chaldeans that got us gravitational pulled and locked into their system. If we download waralert.org and read the contents therein, brothers and sisters, it'll start giving us the information that we need to accept the thorough knowledge of self from the high priest, Master Suleiman. You understand, brothers and sisters? We know you caught up. I, I myself was caught up. And I'm quite sure the brothers and sisters was caught up also. The fellow watchmen and the warrior queens. Before Master Suleiman, brothers and sisters, we wouldn't have nothing to say to you. We didn't know the seals, the seven seals, and what it revealed, and to give us revelation, to get us out of here, brothers and sisters, to get us back into our home, because this land, America, as we know it, the Western Hemisphere, is going to be judged. And it's going to be judged, and they are being found guilty. They've been found guilty of what they have done to God's people, brothers and sisters. And that guilty plea has got them under the lake of fire. And those of us who don't hear, who are of the Levite tribes and the tribe of Shabazz, mainly the Levite tribes, brothers and sisters, because we the priest tribe, we were the ones who supposed to preach the messenger of the covenant and spread it to the 17 million of us, that we may be on uh, uh, the page or the lectures of Master Suleiman, the high priest, so that we can get that thorough knowledge of self, that mathematical thinking, brothers and sisters. That's what we need, that mathematical thinking. Even though we got on the Nation of Islam suits, we still caught up with their software, brothers and sisters. And that legion who's sitting in Elijah's seat, he can't give you that. He can't give you the thorough knowledge of self, brothers and sisters. How can he give you the thorough knowledge of self when he's a son of a devil? How can he give you that, brothers and sisters? His job is only to do what he's doing, to attract demons. And demons is our so-called twins, brothers and sisters, on the outer appearance. The demons is our twins, but they got the mind of their white daddy, that Chaldean. You didn't hear me, brothers and sisters. You didn't hear me. I'm going to say it again. The demons are outer twins, look like us, talk like us, and walk like us, but they got the mindset. The mindset, brother, they hard drive is a white man, a devil. That's why he used them and put them in front of us to be an example of how he wants us to act. But we didn't know, brothers and sisters, there was a such thing as a demon. We knew not that. We only knew the concept of the demon in the Hollywood movie pictures. Buffy the Vampire Slayer. We didn't know demons. We knew who devils was. We can avoid them. You can tell them right away. Oh, there's a devil. There's a cave dweller. There's a Neanderthal. There's that cracker. And the word cracker, brothers and sisters, come from the one who had that whip. Boom, that white boy who had that whip make that crackling sound. But then he started giving that whip, he turned that whip over to his demon son, a black-faced white boy. So when that black-faced white boy was cracking that whip, he didn't have no sympathy or love for where that whip was hitting. If his master, his daddy told him, whoop that, give that ninja 30 lashes, he dished that out real fast and quick, brother, with pleasure. Because he was showing his white devil daddy that, hey, he was on the team. I'll whoop these ninjas to death if you let me, daddy. That's how he felt. The same way with them demon blackface polices. Shoot you, boom, 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 boom. Shoot you in a minute. To show his partner in crime, that devil, that blue suit white boy, he was showing him that I shoot a ninja too. I'm on y'all team. I don't got no love for them. We can round them all up and shoot them. That's what they want to do, brothers and sisters. When the abomination and desolation take place, it's going to prove that the false Jews over there in Palestine is just like it said. They false. They perpetrating the fraud. They got our identity. They had to fight from the time Britain, Gog and Magog, Britain and America set them up over in our land. They've been perpetrating that fraud. And they had to fight every day, all day, 24/7 to hold that land. You see them, you pull up the news, they push them on the news 24/7. But anyway, brothers and sisters, I don't want to keep you too long. I just want to guide you and lead you to waralert.org. Let me show you the webcast, brothers and sisters. Waralert.org. This is what we gotta have and we must need, brothers and sisters. It's up to you to go down and download that information, brothers and sisters. It's up to you to change that software and implement new software so you can prepare to sit before the high priest, the messenger of the covenant, and get that thorough knowledge of self. But if you want to kick it with that Legion Louis Eugene Graham, that son of perdition, and then we can't force you, but the God will. The God will force you. Master Fard Muhammad, who that Legion said he don't believe in. Him or his son, Wallace D. Muhammad. And now you got Ishmael sitting up there. Another one of Elijah Muhammad's sons, who came from the groins of Elijah Muhammad. But he rolling with Farrakhan and pushing that shiz net, telling you that with our sweat and blood of building America when we was in slavery, that we gonna stay here. We want some of this land for ourselves. Do that make any sense to you, brothers and sisters? Did Master Fard Muhammad come 9,000 miles just to tell us that we was going to stay here? Hell me, nah, he didn't. Y'all know that. But we got to crack into your cranium to get you to understand that. But we got that in your memory. It's there, brothers and sisters. And what's going to bring it to the forefront when the abomination and desolation take place? When the abomination and desolation take place, brother, that's going to take it to the forefront because we're going to be under siege. America's going to be under siege. And you're going to be wondering, damn, what we going to do? You can't be standing on no corner slinging no bean pie and no final call, brothers and sisters. That ain't going to be happening. The food is going to be short. The electric is going to be out. The gas is going to be out. All that stuff is going to be dedicated to the military. And we're going to be left to fend for ourselves, brothers and sisters. It's just like when Moses went to the mountain to get the book, and Aaron was left in charge. Modern day Moses, Elijah Muhammad, modern day Aaron, Louis Eugene Grounds, that black-faced white boy who's got his daddy's mind, who done flipped the NOI to the ION. Brothers and sisters, the resurrected nation of Islam has got you, is giving you this 411. Giving you, let me get to it, waralert.org, brothers and sisters. We open it up right here. Close that. Up. Hold it. Gotta close. That's Farrakhan. I can't get no sounds on it right now, brothers and sisters. So that's Farrakhan when he was telling the nation that you dead. And y'all was sitting right behind him. Minister Tony Muhammad, right behind him. Right behind him, plotting them on, saying, yes, sir, yes, sir. And then he told y'all why y'all was dead. He told y'all he took y'all back. See, because he been in the Nation of Islam for 42 years. So y'all dead. He trying to blame it on y'all, but he's the one. He been teaching y'all for 42 years. I was in there. He was teaching us for 42 years, brothers and sisters. And now he said, y'all dead. You dead on both sides, meaning on the right and the left, meaning on the side under the Nation of Islam and the side that Wallace D came up, the Balawans, whatever he called y'all under Wallace D. Muhammad. Farrakhan said on both sides, the ION and the Balawans under Wallace D. Muhammad. And then he said, when the Muslims was alive. What, brothers? He said, when the Muslims was alive. He didn't say in his 42-year reign, brothers. He went back when Elijah was running the NOI. When the Elijah was in charge of things. And then he started talking about you was alive when Elijah was around. He didn't use the word Elijah, but he went back 42 years when the action of what Elijah was doing. We had banks, your supermarket, your barbershop, your laundromat, housing and apartments and jobs. We was a nation within a nation, brothers and sisters. We was a nation within a nation. And now that legion, the arrogance of him to tell you right in front of your damn face that you dead on the left and the right because they've been teaching Sunniism. Ain't that what y'all learning today? Don't y'all go to the mosque and lay on prayer rugs with the Sunnis? Sunnis ain't got no damn love for you. Ain't got no love for the liberation and salvation of the black nation because they sitting on our damn land. They sitting on our land, brothers and sisters. They don't want you to come back. They don't want no 17 million of us to come back and to reclaim our land, reclaim our birthright, reclaim our promised land. They don't want that. But that's what Farrakhan is pushing. That's what Wallace D. Muhammad was pushing with them Balawans, if I'm saying the name right. You know what the hell y'all are over there. Talking about y'all you want unity. Yeah, unity it's a must for us. Unity is a must for us, brother. But you can't come over there with that bullshit snap about what Wallace Muhammad did, teaching that Sunniism. So they can go over there and mess with them white girls, them cave dwellers women. We don't want none of them. Who want that straight back cave dweller, Neanderthal? Nobody don't want that. Nobody don't want that, brothers, except y'all. Y'all damn demons. Huh? Y'all damn demons. Running under Farrakhan and running under Wallace Muhammad. Smart y'all want to unite. Go to waralert.org and start pushing all that bullshit out of your software and download that Injil as taught by Master Suleiman, the messenger of the covenant, the high priest. Anyway, brothers and sisters, let me get you over here to this information. You keep jumping up that damn demon keep jumping up. Let's see. Take you up here. Yeah, that damn demon keep jumping up. Okay, so I covered him up right there. Okay, let's see. Take me out. Waralert.org, brother. Waralert.org. There it is, brothers and sisters. There it is. Waralert.org, brothers and sisters. Go to waralert.org, brothers and sisters, and then you can register there, brothers and sisters. And then we can start going to that. We can start register there, brothers and sisters, and then you can start getting those lectures from the high priest and start downloading that Injil. Start downloading that key to unlock us from that gravitational vortex, unlock us from that emotional analyzation of everything, and take us up into the intellectual, so we can analyze it from our mind, from the intellectual. And if I ain't saying that right there, brothers and sisters, you know what I mean when I say your mind. You see what I'm saying? Because that's the true love right there, brothers and sisters. That heart love is emotional and physical, but that intellectual mind is talking about that real, true love that you got for your people. And that's what the modern day watchmen and the warrior queens, and of course, the high priest, he done sacrificed 32 odd years pushing this information over to us, brothers and sisters. Try to resurrect us. Try to get us back on the square. The resurrected nation of Islam, the Levites, the priest tribe, your brothers and your sisters, trying to give you that 401 and you want to reject it. Ain't no thing. We ain't tripping, brothers and sisters. We ain't tripping because you want to reject it. That's what we're talking about, the Abraham covenant, brothers and sisters. That's what we're talking about, the Abraham covenant. The covenant that God made with Abraham and his seeds. Know of a surety, brothers and sisters, you'll go into a land that's not yours. Be served and afflicted for 400 years. After that, the God came. Master Farad Muhammad came, brothers and sisters. Master Farad Muhammad came and raised up that Levite tribe, that which we are trying to remind you of. Not that bullshit neck, that demon, Louis Eugene Brown, and his co-partner Wallace Farad Muhammad, the son of Elijah Muhammad, resurrecting those Balawans, raising up the Balawan tribe. Come on, man. I'm gonna have to look up that word Balawan to see what the hell y'all really are. Y'all need to look it up yourself. Let me take you down a little bit farther, brothers and sisters, and let you know that it's still standing. That $5,000, brothers and sisters, that 5 G's still standing if you can prove that lying son of a devil, Louis Eugene Brown, modern day Farrakhan, is pushing the Elijah and Wallace Muhammad's teaching. My brother Muhammad Malik Hodge, the minister, gave you that lecture Friday and doubled up on you Sunday, showing you the proof that lying dog Farrakhan told y'all was dead. Y'all dead. He just forgot to tell you y'all dead because I've been taking all the money and sticking it in my pocket. Now my family's rich. I'm a multi-millionaire. And y'all some dead ninjas. Because he's saying he did his job well. And like my brother, Minister Malik, pushed that video showing you that Farrakhan said out of his own damn lying ass mouth that his mother had to force him to love black people, other words, her side of the people versus his daddy, that white-faced devil side. How you gonna get forced to love black people now and sitting up in front of the black people in Elijah's seat telling them you supposed to be leading them? You ain't leading them nowhere but where Master Fard Muhammad found Elijah at and found us at when he got here, in the mud. Like you said, dead. Not physically dead, but dead to the knowledge of self, brothers and sisters. We was dead to the knowledge of self. And that lying demon is going to get cast out, get kicked out. And Elijah's son perpetrating the fraud. Once you start, if Farrakhan's a thief and a stealer, they ask, would a man rob God all day, every day? For 42 years is what Farrakhan been doing. And now you siding with him. You an accomplice to him. Even though you Elijah's son, you just like your big brother, Wallace D, homie. Need to check yourself. Because you're going to wreck yourself. And Farrakhan bullshit's net is bad for your health. Talk black to me, brothers and sisters. Son of perdition. Huh? Let no one deceive you by any means. For that day will not come unless the falling away come first. And the man of sin is revealed, the son of perdition, who oppose and exalt himself above all that is called God, or that is worship, so that he sits as a God in the temple of God. Come on, brothers and sisters, showing himself that he is God. Come on, did he not say that, brothers and sisters? In 2000, him and Wallace, in that interview with that India dude, said they didn't believe in Elijah Muhammad, didn't believe in Master Fard Muhammad. His son, Wallace, said that he was some type of psychiatrist. Damn, I can't believe he let that come out of his mouth. But my brother Malik, Minister Malik, got that video. He laid it out on you. You need to go on there. And I'm going to ask him if we can put that video on waralert.org. So not only can you read about the Holocaust, you can read about what transpired against us. You can read about our temporary stay in the North American wilderness, and you can get that hindsight. But after that, brothers and sisters, it's straightforward. It's straightforward, because then you're going to get that foresight. And there you go, that lying legion, son of a devil, begging you, begging us to accept reparation. Them few crumbs. That dollar that's ain't worth a dollar, worth about 33 cents now. Probably down to 23 cents. And they want to give you a check full of worthless dollars when you got a birthright. You got a reward coming. You got land, brothers and sisters. Not only land, but promised land for your sojourning in the North American wilderness. For your sojourning in the North American wilderness, brothers and sisters. But what you gotta watch out for, brothers and sisters, is our twin that look like us, talk like us, and walk like us, but they damn demons. A white face, a black face white boy. That's who you got in front of you today. It ain't no black on black crime, brothers and sisters. Miss that. Miss me with that black on black crime. Tell the truth. Tell the truth. It's the original against that made black man. See, we created, but the devil made a man. He went into that black woman and made you an enemy, brothers and sisters. A black faced white boy made you an enemy. A black faced white boy. And you eating them up. You eating them up, brothers and sisters. You eating that damn enemy up. You loving him. You marrying him. Yeah, you are. Don't blame it on me, brothers and sisters. I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to give you the 411. That's what my brothers and sisters, that's what we doing, brothers and sisters. We trying to give you that 411. We trying to get you home. We trying to get you in front of the high priest. We trying to get you in front of the messenger of the covenant, which is the high priest. So you can get that thorough knowledge of self and then go home. I'm your brother, Kevin Muhammad, on the West Coast, the resurrected nation of Islam. We be resurrected because we didn't accepted the messenger of the covenant. We didn't accepted the vision of the promised land. Now we trying to push that vision out to you if you accept it. It's in your mind. It's in your software. It's locked back up in your memory, and it's going to be brought to the forefront when that abomination and desolation transpire. Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters.